My junior year of high school was coming to a close when I ended up getting an email from my counselor about this program called GPS. Me, being the irresponsible student that I was, didn't see it until about a month later. I looked at it and surprisingly started to wonder if it was a fit for me. One day I woke up, opened the email, and just sat on it all day. I was thinking, do I really want to put extra work into going somewhere else? With new people, new subjects, and new teachers? I took a good look at myself and realized I was a lazy, irresponsible, and a very mediocre student. I knew I could be a hard worker, but I also knew that if I stayed in the normal high school environment for even a little bit longer, those bad habits would transfer over to the working world. This was the last thing I wanted for myself, so it was time to change. I instantly told my mom that I was interested in this program. It was about time I matured out of my lazy high school student phase. Hello, my name is Jacob Gonzales. I'm from Westosha Central High School, and this is how GPS changed my life for the better. The first couple of weeks went by at GPS, and it took a lot of getting used to. New faces, buildings, subjects, and a new way of learning things. After a couple months, I got an interview with a company called Allied Plastics. The teachers really helped me with my resume and helped me even more by practicing mock interviews frequently. My interview with Allied was coming up and I was nervous. I practiced a lot of interview questions every night before the interview. Without the help from Kathy, my interview with Allied would have been sloppy and unorganized. I ended up getting the job and started in the middle of October. Allied was a totally different learning experience from what I'm used to. There was most definitely a huge learning curve for me, as I've never worked in a factory. I learned a lot about how many different plastic products are made from beginning to end. This was super interesting to me. I also learned a lot about CNC and Mac machines, like how to set up and measure clamps for the correct size plastic sheets and how to reset large CNC machines if faulted. The classroom was the main reason I left traditional high school for GPS. I was nervous about how difficult the curriculum was and if I would fall behind. Luckily, because I was in a smaller class of 6 to 10 students, the teachers could focus on my questions and help me a little more than a normal teacher could in a classroom environment. My GPS instructors genuinely cared about my success, not only in the classroom, but on the work floor too. They checked in with me regularly and they checked in with me regularly to make sure if I had any questions I have about school or work. When I do fall behind, they are understanding and do an amazing job at letting me know what I'm missing and how to complete the assignment. I was excelling in the classroom now more than I ever did before. At the moment, I'm not exactly sure what I want to do with my future. Luckily, being a part of GPS, I've learned how to make the perfect LinkedIn, portfolio, and resume. This will really help me with my future employers throughout my life. I've learned how to correctly and confidently answer interview questions of every type. GPS also gave me real-world experience with an actual employer. This experience looks great on a resume. These are all small but impactful things that can put me ahead of the average high school student when applying for a job after graduation. I want to thank Kathy, Sarah, and Lori for being so helpful this year. I wouldn't know where to start or how to start after high school, and you guys have not only helped me, but have gotten me on my feet moving towards success. I would like to thank Lori for preparing me for this opportunity at Allied Plastics. You made the transition very comforting and welcoming. Thank you for taking my concerns and questions seriously. I appreciate everyone who helped me learn and gain new skills and information. Thank you, Westosha Central High School, for sponsoring me in the GPS program.